Here is how and why people pleasing can be very dangerous to your personal life journey, both to your mental well being, your emotional well being, and your spiritual well being. I used to be a girl that was seeking validation and acceptance from my family, my biological family. That was because I wasn't nurtured in a way that made me feel safe and validated. I had to constantly prove my worth and my value to the people around me because I felt I was being bullied on so many areas of my life, even through the way I was born on earth. There are certain cultures in the African community that bullies children that are born out of wedlock. And this issue is so serious in the African community, where people born out of so-called wedlock are bullied immensely, especially in the Islamic community, and I've been a victim to such bullying. And what these bullies were doing to me was preparing me to go out there and work on seeking validation. So maybe I can be accepted and seen as a wealthy human being by my families and the community I was born in. And I know as part of human is our social need to be seen, validated, and accepted everywhere we go, especially among our family. I remember when I had the calling to share my wisdom, my knowledge, and my life out through social media. I was scared to come out. I was scared to look inside the camera, and I was scared to open my voice and speak because the first question that came into my mind was, what will my family say? Then the second question is, what will people say? Because we all are born in a limited condition, and anyone that breaks free become a threat and dangerous to the cultures that they met in this system. So I was scared. Here I am preaching and exposing religious dogma, and I was born in this same religious program. How will my family see me, my friends, my neighbors? How will they see me? I was so scared I'll lose value. But then I realized I never even had value to begin with. And I realized the truth I am speaking is so strong because this is not what I've cooked to sell, but it is what is true that many leaders have spoken towards being free, including Bob Marley's, Michael Jackson's, Lucky Dube, name them. Some of them I don't even remember their name, but they saw the toxic conditioning and they were calling us to speak up and break free. So if I am doing the same, then I'm not different from any of these leaders, right? But my inner voice, my inner child was criticizing me within me because I thought if I speak the truth, maybe my family will not even value me at all, right? They will not even see me, but who cares? Who cares about value? This is why I will never forget the quotation of Socrates that says, man, know thyself, and knowing thyself is the beginning of all wisdom. Who cares? Because no matter how you see yourself, people might not be able to see you in the same lens, through the same lens. So why seek value from them? It's your journey and it's your path. I started realizing this too, that it's my journey, it's my path. And guess what? When I picked the camera and spoke my truth, what I was scared of manifested. The first people to label my video and my work negatively were my family people. The first people to see my physical transformation as negative were my family. When I called home, I had some of the members saying, people say you look so slim and so dark. People say you've joined certain groups, certain occultic group. People say you've done this. People say you do this, blah, 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 blah. And it was really worrying me because, you see, like I said, the inner child in me have been seeking for value because of how she was nurtured and brought up. So all of these suggestions from family and friends, it was hurting me. It was bothering me, but who cares? I came to that realization once again. And I remember when I went through some intense spiritual activation and I was sent to my house, my family house. The projections and the response to those people was so scary. Like, they were really projecting negativity. The things they were saying about me, according to how they are defining my experience, was so scary, so negative and out of box. Nothing they were saying were true to what I was truly experiencing. Some of them thought I've joined OCOD and I'm going through certain rituals and they are sacrificing my life, a whole lot of things. Like, I could hear the naysayers, the same family. I could hear what they were saying about me, but I knew that was not true. That was not my experience. I'm only going through a spiritual activation and I'm expressing and responding to the energies around me. But they did not see that, and I don't blame them, because man, know thyself. Once you know yourself and your experiences and you are navigating just fine, it doesn't matter who does it. Yes, our bodies are vulnerable. Sometimes you're going through something and you need physical support, right? Or physical adjustment. This is where maybe families and friends come in. Maybe you are so high, you are in a certain dimension, you need someone to help you run your body. But who cares how they see the experience and how they defined you? That was the day I released from all levels, seeking validation and trying to put my wealth and explain my journey to people around me, because I realized they would never get it. They are only creating their projections due to their level of consciousness, what they know, what they've heard, and what they are aware of. That day I was shocked about what these people were speaking about me. Prior to that, I've left home for 10 years. I haven't been home. I was out there navigating life, going through things, both good and bad, testing my strength and my resiliency. But because none of them is my life and is me and have gone through life in my perspective, they don't know that. They only know and see what was happening to me and how I was reacting to what was happening to me. And their definition according to what they've seen me say on my videos and how they project me living the religious conditioning and living the toxic cultures. Because I no longer participate in what I was taught, because I questioned it and I transitioned it. So they are projecting their own insecurity, their own fear, what they've heard people say and what they think they know on me. And my soul was so strong and my knowledge of myself was so strong. So I did not accept none of those projections, because I know who I am, and I know what I was going through, and I know what was happening to me. I was so conscious, even more conscious and aware and highly sensitive to my environment. So the day I picked my bag and I left, I released the need for them valuing me or seeing my journey, seeing my truth, or seeing the work I'm doing on social media. I released that. If it's like there's a weight that was uplifted off my head and off my shoulders and off my heart, because I cannot let them see me. The reason I can't let them see me is to see someone, to truly see someone and understand them. It starts with you. It begins with how well you know yourself and understand yourself. Many people don't know that, so they project the projections they picked from the environment and the people around them, and I clearly understand that. Now, I'm no longer seeking validation and value from my family and even people in general, and it took me so many years to come to this place. It took me so many years. How people saw me, how they defined me was so important to me, was a priority. And that led me to people please, make bad choices, be with the wrong people and accept disrespect. And bring the value of my life and my integrity back so low that people who did not deserve to be in my presence, to even touch me or to even come close to my energy, got the opportunity to. But I forgive that version of me. Do you have that version of you inside of you? Have you been seeking validation from your families and friends, which is normal? Remember I said it's part of our social needs. It feels good to be honored, accepted, adored by the immediate people in your cycle, the ones you saw from your childhood. It feels so good. It's a different kind of strength. It glows you, but if you don't get it, don't force it. You go out there and value yourself and speak your truth. I was blaming myself for speaking my truth because I thought I'm causing harm. I thought it will make my family reject me. And guess what? The day I had an argument with my grandma and she said, I am so ashamed that you are my granddaughter. It makes sense. She spoke her truth. Me wearing my natural hair, my natural skin, and toning down fat and speaking my truth on social media, she decoded that as disgrace. She decoded that as humiliation and embarrassment. If I wasn't strong within myself, then I would take that energy and start feeling ashamed because my grandma said she's felt ashamed. I rejected that energy because that is her truth. What is my truth? I feel so proud of myself. That journey of me transitioning into my higher self began the day I lost my mother. It's been 17 years on the path. I know what I've become and who I was. I know what I've navigated and what I've become. And that is my truth. And this truth, it has helped a lot of people find their truth. My grandmother doesn't know that part of the life. But because I didn't fall into the category, I didn't fall into their familiar pattern, she's not proud. If maybe I was still religious and I've married a religious man and given birth to a lot of children, and covering up like the cultures I was born in, she would have been proud. But because I chose a different path that is more free, that is more truthful to me, she is ashamed. But that is her truth. That is her definition. That is her view. What is mine? I've gone through series of transformation, death and rebirth, and each have its own value that it brought me. Now I'm not addicted to chasing transformation or changing because I know true transformation is not about becoming something you're not. It's about embracing who you are by going through shredding layers and layers of years of conditionings and lies that you have picked into your truth. So here I'm a work in progress. I'm renovating myself. I used to have this nickname in the former company I work with, Body Innovation. You have more room to improve, and this is what the system doesn't want you to know. Once you get to the point where you value yourself, see yourself, know yourself, you're grounded in yourself, baby, that's the power that will move mountains on this earth. That's the power that the masses lack. That's the power many people lack. So you go out there and make that difference and don't care about whether people accept you, family, friends. You wish them good. Don't wish them bad. Wish them good. Send them love from a distance. If you have to distance yourself, you do it and protect your energy. But don't you dare accept any negative projections that will come from people that are not you, that don't understand your journey, that are not walking your path. Because you are a chosen one, baby. Chosen one, they are the light in the darkness of the world. They've gone through the intense darkness and they've activated the light within that darkness. They didn't allow the darkness to overshadow them. They overshadowed the darkness. They're bright. Anyways, so I'm sharing my story. Like I told you, this platform is about my real life experiences and I'm still learning how to package them to make it make sense to you. So stay here, subscribe and share. Never seek value from anybody, not even me. You are the author and finisher of your own life. Anyone, anybody, any being you're looking for outside, baby, lies inside of you. Once you get that, the world becomes more easier and more beautiful for you. And when I say namaste, I realize the meaning is I see you. The soul in me, see the soul in you. That is why I love to use namaste. Namaste.